Hey y'all, so today I have tested out a DIY recipe that I saw for a glowy primer using Savvy Minerals, some Young Living products, and some other non-toxic beauty products. It was posted on probably the original Savvy Minerals Facebook page that was created by Christian Axness right when Savvy Minerals was first launched. Most of you probably are already members over there and already saw this because a lot of people found their way to me by virtue of my photo on that page. So yeah, so you probably saw it. If you didn't, this past week, Christian posted a DIY glowy primer that uses some of the foundation, some of the veil, and a few other things. And it's supposed to give you a very diffused, glowy base for your foundation and give you an even more skin-like kind of finish to your foundation application. So I wanted to go ahead and test it out because I'm not sure what skin type Christian has, but us oily girls tend to have struggles with things that are kind of marked as glowy or dewy. So what I did was I took Christian's recipe that she posted. I'm gonna put it all down in the description box below for you. I kind of subbed out a few things based on you know, what I had on hand and what I thought might work best for my skin. And I'll indicate that in the description box for you too. And I mixed it up in an empty foundation jar. Now she recommends using like a pump bottle. You could even use like a dropper bottle. I think that would work a whole lot better than this. I didn't have any of that on hand, and so I just made do. So this could get pretty messy, but whatever. And I mixed it all up in there, and then I applied it to my skin, and then I built the coverage with the minerals in a brush and the misting spray, just like I normally do. And I wore it over the course of the day. And so before I tell you what I think about it, let me show you how I applied it, and then I'll give you my thoughts after that. So here we go. Brace yourself for my naked face. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to try first applying it with my sponge like I normally would. I'm not really seeing much coverage and it's looking very wet, so that might not be the best option. I'm gonna go in with fingers now and kind of massage that in. As you might expect, it feels very greasy on my skin. Maybe I need more foundation, but I was just trying to use as little as possible in case this didn't work very well. And it's not really offering very much coverage, but I'm going to just take a little bit on my finger and massage it in to what I have to hopefully get something with a little bit more coverage. That's a little bit better. My face is getting a little bit angry because I'm fussing with it a lot. That's just one of the lovely perks of having rosacea. So that looks a little bit better. It doesn't look as greasy as it did. It gave me a bit more coverage. So I think I probably just needed to add a little bit more foundation to the mix. You know, but like I said, I was trying to use as little as possible because if this doesn't work, then I don't want to waste my precious foundation. Okay, so that's on. Now I'm going to go ahead and do as I normally do and build the coverage with the misting spray in a brush. So I'm going to spray it my normal 3 times, dip into the minerals, tap off, and start by stippling and smoothing out. What I'm hoping is if this holds up, then it might allow me to use slightly less foundation. Okay, and I've hardly used any minerals to build the coverage, and that's already looking really good. That base is actually holding on to the foundation and building the coverage a lot more quickly than what I had been using. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's the rest of my makeup done. Overall, once I added a little bit more foundation to the original mix, I was able to get a nice primer level coverage, similar to what I would normally get when I mixed my tinted moisturizer, and I'm very happy with this finish. Of course, though, the true test is going to be, does this hold up on me, as well as the two-step process that I've been using for the past few months. We will see. I will hop back on at the end of the day and let you know how it went. Fingers crossed that that it holds up. So I'll see y'all at the end of the day. Okay, so here I am at the end of the day. But I've been wearing this for about 12 hours now. And looking in real life mirror here, it looks good, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I am super duper impressed. I was kind of judging it on 3 factors. Number 1, does it look as nice on me in real life as it does in her photo? And I would have to say yes, it does. It's very glowy. It's even more skin-like than I was able to achieve doing my tinted moisturizer minerals with the brush two-step process. And so yes, in real life, for me, I love the way that this looks. The second thing that I was judging this on was how it played with an oily skin type. I do have oily skin. I really don't have issues with oily breakthrough or the foundation breaking down, except on my chin sometimes. Using my two-step methods. So I was concerned that the emollients of this primer might not work too well with my oily skin, but y'all, it held up. I think it looks just as good now as it did when I put it on this morning. The glow that you're seeing is from the foundation. I am not oily at all. I can touch my face. Nothing is coming off on my fingers. My chin is still there, which is amazing. It hasn't exaggerated the pores or gotten weird or patchy anywhere. And this is like 12 plus hours. So I'm really happy with how it held up with my oily skin. And then the third thing that I was judging this on was whether or not I was able to achieve the coverage that I need without using more minerals than I already am, because I'm already using quite a bit. And I have to say, I think so. I think I'm actually using considerably less with this method than I was using before. And when I did this mix, the amount of foundation that I have in here is about equivalent to 4 days worth of just the tinted moisturizer step for me. And I'm pretty sure that this is gonna last me more than 4 days. So yeah, and then when you saw in the video, when I built up the coverage with the brush and the minerals and the misting spray, that built up really quickly. And I think I used about half as much minerals as I normally would for that part of my application process. So yeah, overall, I think I'm going to be using a lot less foundation, which is wonderful. So yeah, I am super happy. I mean, it just checked all the boxes for me, and it still looks great. The only thing that I would say in the con category for this is that normally with my two-step process, doing the tinted moisturizer and applying the minerals with the brush, I don't feel like I have anything on my face. And with this, I do. It's not horrible. Like I didn't feel like I needed to just immediately go wash my face as soon as I walked in the door. But at this point in the day, I definitely feel like I have makeup on my face, and that's not normally the case. I'm gonna work with tweaking the formulation a little bit for me and see if I can kind of counteract that with some other products. But overall, y'all, 2 enthusiastic thumbs up, as Siskel and Ebro would say. I am super, super happy with this, even for my oily skin. So, and I would even say, if you are even more oilier than I am and you do have some oily breakthrough, I don't think you would have an issue at all just blotting that oil away. I don't think that you would lose foundation, or that it would lift off or get weird or anything like that. And I think that it would touch up pretty well. Actually, I'm gonna just test that theory. Like, if you found that you lost some foundation somewhere and you wanted to touch up at the end of the day, I think that you could. So let's see. I don't really need it on my nose, but I'm just gonna see how it builds if I felt like I needed to. Yeah. Y'all, that looks good. It doesn't look cakey. I think that looks great. So yeah, I'm super happy with this. Give it a try. It's awesome. Okay, so if you found this video helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I would really appreciate that. If you have any questions or comments about anything that I shared, you can pop those down in the comment section below. I'd love to chat with you there. You can also find me on Facebook at Savvy Girls Guide or on Instagram at SavvyGirlsGuide_YL. I'd love to chat with you there too. If you're not already a member of Christian's page, I'll pop the link down in the description box as well, and you can hop over there and check out the original post and all of her other tips and tricks, and be a part of the OG Savvy Minerals Facebook group. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.